Welcome to Jason's Jewels. I am your host, Jason Alexander, and today I got a special episode for y'all. Today I cannot front. I know I've been gone since football season. Life has been lifing, but your boy is back. I'm going to be off work for a couple weeks, so I'm going to have some more shows coming out for you. But tonight I got my boy from way back in the day. We taking it back to the 90s because ain't nothing better than the 90s, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to tell you the 90s was the best decade ever. And class of 92 is the best class ever. And I got my classmate, my homeboy, my dude, my guy. Mitchell Dunn is in the building. Mitchell, how are you living?
Oh man, I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good. Just like you, life is lifing and try to make it every day.
Yeah.
World's different, so you try to navigate through it all, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of navigating, we gonna
Yes,
jump right into the shits. And one thing I gotta say is my boy Jay Navi has not been navigating properly. And I'm not saying that with hate. I'm not saying it with malice. All I'm saying is we got to give my dude some help. And I don't know if folks have reached out to my dude to get him help and he's denied it. I really can't speak on none of that. All I know is my guy came out, made a statement, and the Chicago Bulls waved him. And next thing you know, he's turned into a grifter. He's on all kinds of right wing podcasts, doing all kinds of craziness, talking all kinds of stuff. I just wanted to get your quick opinion on it before we get started on today's show, because I know it's been a hot topic. So I did want to speak on that and give the people, at least our perspective on it and where we're coming from. So how you feeling about Jaden Ivey right about now?
man. It's a little crazy to be honest with you, like
Right.
because I couldn't imagine someone at that level not having a group of people that's there to try to help and support him. Now,
Mm-hmm.
just like you said, is he accepting that help is the biggest thing is, what's really going on. And there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
it that we don't know.
Right.
Um, and there's, being an NBA player, you're going into a business. It's no longer the hoorah of high school. This is,
Mm-mm.
so, and some of the rants, man, I don't know, bro. I don't want to knock him because I don't know the situation. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Right,
All
right,
I can
right. I
do
got you.
is, yeah, I just hope for the best for him.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I've always liked Jaden. I've always thought he was a pretty
Hmm.
good player. I
Yep.
think that a lot of people are forgetting that he suffered a horrendous injury last season, I believe it was,
That's
where
right. I forgot
dude,
about that. Yeah.
yeah, dude went into his legs and his career was hanging by the wayside.
Right.
I feel like a lot of his spiral started when he got injured, and a lot of and the questioning became, is he going to be able to resume his NBA career? And
Man.
it's looking like now probably not gonna
Um,
be able to resume that career, and I don't know how much of that has to do with the injury, but I think the injury has played a large part into where he is at now.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And being so young in the game, I think he may misunderstand that you can't just come out and say anything
No,
because
no.
this is a business, man. Like
Yeah,
they have to protect their product. So, but yeah, that injury mentally could be that could have been hell on him.
right.
Then thinking about that, I hate to go this direction, but with an injury like that, is the pain medication still something in his life?
Hmm, hadn't even
You
thought
know?
about that aspect of it, but,
Yeah, man. When
I
you
mean,
have major injuries, they give you that medicine, and some of it's addictive. So
yeah, yeah.
you know, that could be a huge change. I'm looking at my dog Tiger Woods right now, and I'm hoping, you know,
I was getting ready to bring it up, yep.
ever since his back, that pain medicine has stuck around.
Yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't
So,
lying, and man, we've seen how bad it's affected Tiger. I mean, shit,
uh,
I was looking forward to watching him in the Masters this year, man, and now
yes,
he's not even gonna play, he's gonna be in rehab, and I mean, that's what he needs to do. He needs to
yes,
get his life together before it's too late, because I don't wanna see
yes.
another tragedy with Tiger Woods,
Nah,
man.
not with Tiger, man.
I feel like as Gen Xers, man, I feel like we've seen too many of these stories happen, man, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we got
Yeah,
Michael Jackson, we got Prince. I mean, hell, me and my
man.
wife was talking about motherfucking River Phoenix last week,
Yeah,
man. It's
come
like
on, man.
It's
Yes.
like, dude, we've lost so many people to drugs
Yes.
and how drugs have affected people in such negative ways, man, and
Yes.
I don't wanna see that happen to my boy Tiger, man, but,
I mean,
hopefully he
our
get this shit
90s,
together.
it's just like you said, we lived in one of the greatest generations, but it came with this curses because like a lot of our guys, have went out. Like we've lost
Yeah,
all our music. I mean, we got Diddy and Kelly.
yeah,
I mean, it's just
yeah, yeah, we ain't Bill Cosby, son, we lost the
oh my
Cosby Show.
God, come on, man.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes,
It's
man.
like,
Yes.
dog, it's like,
So
we can't have no heroes, man,
can't have
it's like,
nobody,
shit,
man.
no,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
shit. Hell, Michael Jordan might be the last man standing, you know what I'm
Last
saying? It's
and
like,
hey
shit.
man, that's who I'm hanging on with. He's still not when when he had the little kid situation where, he's playing with the kid's shirt or whatever, I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
Mike."
yeah,
I was like, "Come on,
yeah,
not Mike, man," but that's yeah, he's our last hero. We still got, well, Magic, we still got a few
yeah,
guys hanging in there, Shaq,
yeah,
but
true,
now yeah,
true, true.
but I'm proud of our era. 90s basketball, 90s, R&B, 90s rap, all of it's legendary. It is absolute
Yeah, man, it
legendary.
really is.
Yes. Yeah, and you're
Yes.
talking we had Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson. Like our mics were
Mhm.
nasty,
Yeah,
bro. Like
yeah,
it was an incredible era. And I think when
it
it comes
really
to
was.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm glad I lived it.
Yeah, me too. Me too. The '90s, man, the thing I guess that bothers me the most nowadays is how people are so quick to discredit the past. Like,
Y-
it's
yes.
like we try to tell folks and we try to instill this wisdom in them, like, "Hey, look, man,
Yeah. Yeah.
I know things are going good now. I know this shit looks good. I know it looks pretty, but it
Right.
looked just as pretty in the '90s, I promise you. I promise you."
Yeah, yeah, oh my god.
It's like a lot of dope shit happened back then. A lot of good
Yeah,
shit, man. I mean,
yeah,
it it
yeah,
it it blows my mind. Like, I used to not be one who participated in the Michael Jordan, LeBron discussions because to me, it was obvious that Michael Jordan was
right,
a better player. But
right,
as
right.
time went on, folks started just discrediting everything that happened. He played against
Yes,
plumbers and this, that, and the other. I'm like, they
yes,
wasn't plumbers back then, man. Them
right,
dudes
ri
were basketball players, man.
yeah, yeah,
All of them.
yeah.
Shit drives me nuts, man. I think about now how they're trying to discredit Larry Bird, and I'm like, "How you gonna discredit Larry motherfucking Bird, dog?
Well,
Like, what are we
and
doing?"
that's the era. It's like, the challenge is different. It was a lot of guys used to take on the challenge and say, "Okay, you won 6, then I'm gonna do whatever I can to get to 7, or I'm gonna get to 6."
Mhm,
I think it's more of a cop out now to be able to say, "Well, he played against plumbers. I gotta play against this."
mhm,
Both of you playing against NBA pros, man. Both of you are playing against NBA teams. You're not playing one-on-one out
mhm.
there. So
No.
the game of chemistry, if you look at the Spurs play today, the game of chemistry
Yeah.
still works. You know, I hate cheering for the Spurs because I'm not a Spurs fan, but
Oh,
but
speak on it.
but the way but the way they play as a team and as a unit,
Yeah.
you know, you people will knock that later on. They'll knock Wemby's numbers because he's not a
Mhm.
guy that has to go and get 30 and 40 and 13 assists to win basketball games. That guy's trying to win
Right,
championships, not fill his stat sheet. I'll tell
right.
people any day, as a player, it's easier for me to go out and get 20 to 25 points individually versus win the
Mhm.
basketball game. Those are
Right.
two very different things. So
Mm.
yeah, man, when they want to attack what someone else accomplished, no, I feel like you're just copping out. Hey, here's what's in front of you. Don't talk about what
Right.
was in front of them. Here's what's in front of you. Just like Kobe Bryant, he greatest championship I felt like he ever won was versus the Celtics. And I did that's
Right.
because
2010.
I didn't feel like he could win it. It was like, you're not winning that championship. But if you hear the back
Mhm.
end story of it, is MJ said, you got to figure it out. So That's what he did. He didn't have I hurt my hand or my, my back was hurting or whatever. It was, I figured it out. I won a championship. I don't have any other excuses. I'm not knocking the other crew to build myself. So I don't know what why they love to do that now, but that's just what they do, man.
Yeah. Yeah, one thing I'm noticing that is, it's 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 interesting. It's an interesting dynamic to me because
Mhm,
when they preach about how LeBron is the best player ever, they talk about his stats, his longevity, what he's doing at
mhm,
41 years old, this, that, and the other.
mhm.
And I'm I'm like, man, he went to the finals 10 times and only won 4 times. And that's always gonna be in the back of my head, but we grew up where, like you said, the challenge was to win. Now it
Yes,
seems like the challenge is to, I hate to say accumulate stats, but
yes,
that seems like what it is. And
yes,
at the same time, while the end game seems to be to accumulate as many stats as possible, break all the records, this, that, and the other, it's not a problem when LeBron does it, but when somebody like Russell Westbrook is out there, he'll
absolutely,
get criticized for doing the exact same thing. And I've
absolutely.
never understood the Russell Westbrook hate because one thing everybody's always said about the NBA is they don't
Mhm,
play hard. They don't do this. They don't get after it. They
and you
just
can't
lazy
f
and there for money.
right,
Russell
right,
Westbrook gives you 100% every single play.
every
Every
play,
single play. And
win or
he's 34, 35, 36. He's getting up there in age. And granted,
yes,
he ain't got the 40-inch vertical he used to have, but the
right,
man can still play basketball and he's still doing things at an amazing level. But he don't get
yes.
that credit that other folks get. And that's
It
always just bothered me.
it's
And I
a
had to get that off my chest. Shout out
now,
to
man.
Baby J, because I never was a Russell Westbrook fan until my son became a Russell Westbrook fan, and
Yeah,
he showed me. He was like, "Look, this guy's good." So I paid more attention to him. I was like, "Shit, I
yeah,
like Russell. This is what you want." But for
right.
whatever reason, this
Oh,
man gets hate.
yeah. Well, it's a built well, I'm glad we go into this because I think it's paid for. I think our media is no longer the
Mhm.
same. No, so
No, it
so
ain't. You right
now
about that.
yeah, so now you have people that are in the behind the scenes building a narrative for a player and pushing that narrative versus like just like 2 weeks ago, you had everyone attack Luca. Everyone was attacking
Right,
Luka,
right, right,
and
right.
then when a certain guy comes back and they're playing well, now Luka's an MVP candidate, and now, it was like, "Okay, this is just paid for narratives," because you're not gonna tell me a guy that played in the NBA, he played in the NBA and averaged a triple-double 4 times, is can't play
Mhm.
basketball. That's
Right,
dumb, like like, that's
right,
it's like,
right,
come on, man, and so now you go into just like that year, they say, "Well, look at all his turnovers." Well, LeBron was point 0.3 or point 0.4 in turnovers right behind him, and I'm like, "Bro, the way he plays, he's gonna have turnovers because he plays
right.
explosive, he plays fast, and he's a point guard. So he's gonna have turnovers. But if you look at his rebounds, his assists, his points, his
Mhm,
steals, his ability to guard both small forwards to point guards,
mhm.
it's invaluable. So so that's why I look at it now and said, okay, those are just paid for narratives. That's not real talking of basketball. Because if someone like Gilbert Arenas, if you get him talking real basketball, it's
Mhm.
incredible how opposite it is to his paid narrative. It's completely opposite.
Mhm.
So I'm just like, all right, okay, y'all just you're knocking Westbrook again. We go back to you're knocking Westbrook to build another player or to find an excuse to get away from that player. And I was like, okay,
Right.
that's because who's talking about Westbrook now? Who's who's knocking him now? Like, he could have a
Right,
bad game now and go home and be okay.
right.
Before I didn't know how he survived it. I did not know how that guy
Neither,
survived
man.
that, bro.
Hey,
Oh,
that man got the patience of Job, you know what I'm
oh
saying?
my
Because
goodness. He went
I've
through
always
hell.
every time he's crashed out on the court, I've like, "Shit, this has been long overdue," you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That man's been
Right.
going through a lot. We're going
Right.
through a lot, and
Right.
folks can say what they want to. They can say what they
Mhm.
want to, but when you out on the court and all you hearing is folks hollering West Brick
Come on,
this, West
man.
Brick that, at some point you gonna get pissed off and be like, "Hey man, y'all gonna quit slandering
Bro,
my name like that, man."
you're
At some
human.
point.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody's gonna do that. So when he was
Yes.
getting shit for that, I was like, "How y'all gonna give that man shit for getting mad at folks calling him out his name all the damn time for no damn reason?"
For no
We
reason.
know why. Yeah, we know
Oh, yeah,
why
yeah, we know
the
why.
entertainment,
Yeah.
why the hate came. We know where it came from. We know when it started for real. But
Yes.
I hated to see him go. I hate to say go out like that because I mean he's really not going out like
Yes.
that. But I hate
Yeah.
to see the way he's been treated on his way out because I feel like he's
Yes.
somebody who has deserved a whole lot better than what he's gotten from the
Oh,
basketball community.
he deserves a legendary exit, because
Mhm,
he's legendary. You're name me a better point guard. I mean, at the end of the day, name me a point guard that's accomplished. You talk about stats and you want to use stats as your all in. So name me
mhm.
another point guard that has the stats that he has.
There ain't,
There's
man.
no one even competing with him. I love
Mm-mm.
John Stockton has two all-time records. but, but individual
Right.
stats, you're not touching this guy, man. So
No.
I feel bad for him, but it's a common denominator in a lot of players that get trashed.
Yeah.
But you know what I
Yes.
mean? So we go what
Mhm.
you take that how you want it, but there's a common denominator in all these players that get trashed, man.
Yes. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. And I think anybody who's paying attention to the NBA media can see it clear as day, and they know exactly what we are alluding to. And
Yes, yes, and
while we're on there, so while I got you on here, speaking of Russell Westbrook, what are your thoughts on Kevin Durant? Well, like, and when I say that, when I ask that question,
mhm,
like, do you feel like KD's a fraud as folks are trying to make him out to be? Like, I think he's one of the best players I've seen. I'm not willing to
mhm,
put him in my top 10, but
mhm,
I think that he is somebody who has shown that he is highly skilled, and I'm always gonna be the one, whether right or wrong or indifferent. As good as LeBron James has been, when Kevin Durant won them 2 titles with the Golden State Warriors, Kevin Durant, to me, at that
yes,
time, was the best player in the world. And
yes,
it was only for those 2 years, but I think he showed everybody when he was out there on the court with those 2 teams that
mhm.
he was the best player in the world. And folks can say whatever they want to. I know they like to say he ran to Golden State and hopped on the bandwagon and all that other stuff.
We can
To
say
me,
that
that
about a
don't
few
matter.
players.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Segue real quick. I know a guy who left his team so he could go chase Kobe, and he still ain't caught Kobe.
Still ain't come cool.
Still ain't caught Kobe, and he's still playing.
Still playing. Exactly, exactly. So, no, I think
Shit like that
KD
that gets me going.
yeah. Now KD is one of those guys, man, that, he's told us over and over that he doesn't really want to be that guy. Like,
Right.
it's kinda weird how he talks sometimes because he told people, "I don't wanna I don't wanna be the guy," but as soon as you take
Yeah.
him away from being the guy, he defends being the guy, and I'm like, "You even said
Mhm.
out your mouth, 'I don't wanna be that leader. I just wanna play basketball and go home.'" That's what he said.
Yeah.
So, I think
Mhm.
is he in my top 10? No. Uh, but is he one of the greatest, scorers and one of the greatest basketball players? Because we had never seen anything like him at one point. Like, it was one point
Mm-mm. No, we
until
hadn't.
when no, we hadn't seen anything like him. So, I think KD's incredible basketball player, but, uh
Right.
I think he takes shit because of his own I think he enjoys the whole thing, because he's on
Oh, yeah.
X. He engages with the fans, he engages with
Mhm.
his community, so I think that's just he doesn't he's not a MJ to me, he's not a Kobe, he's not a guy that's trying to chase this legendary, I don't know, basketball career. I think he really just
Right.
wants to play, bust somebody's ass real quick and go home. I
Yeah.
think that's
Yeah.
if he wins, he wins. If he doesn't, I mean, he's not. I think he's getting on the X and talking to some people and having some fun that night.
Yeah, yeah. And that's one thing I enjoy about Kevin Durant is that he will
Mhm.
engage. Now, granted, he ain't been on X since he had the burner incident. And I get it, you know,
I
he's
get
got
it,
them Twitter
right.
fingers. He can't help himself. He can't help
Right.
himself.
He
So,
can't help
you know,
himself.
he's taking a little break. But I'll always remember one of the tweets he put out before he got caught was he said something like, you know, if I wasn't here, y'all would miss this God level information I'm giving y'all. And I love that he said that because it's the truth. It's the truth, man. I mean,
Yes.
what other superstar are we gonna have out there where who gets on Twitter, searches his
Yes.
name, and then will answer you if he don't like what you got to say?
Yes.
That shit is
Yes.
love. That shit
As
is like
dope.
we should be
Yes.
embracing that.
Yes. I love it because I'm like, okay, you got a guy at this status that is engaging with your everyday fan. That's cool as hell
Yes.
to me. You know what I mean? Like
Yes,
that's
yeah,
dope.
yeah.
A lot of players, they stay away from like they don't want you. They don't want you around. They're gonna make their posts and be done with you. And then, the people who are paid to talk well about them, they're gonna, engage with them, and that's it. But
Yeah.
man, I like KD gets in the mix with people, man, because it's funny and it's fun because it's an
Oh, yeah.
inside
Shit,
scoop,
yeah.
man.
It
You
really
you're
is.
talking
It really
you're
is.
talking to an NBA guy. He knows,
Yeah. Yes, he does.
an
Yes,
NBA
he does.
champion, he knows, man. No, I think
Yeah, yeah.
him running away from what they call running away or whatever. I think he joined the best possible situation. He proved in 2 finals
Mhm,
that he was one of the greatest to ever step on a basketball court. And
mhm.
if you want to give him shit, go ahead because he'll engage with you and have fun.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. And if you're gonna give KD shit about joining the Warriors, then you gotta give LeBron shit for joining the Heat, and you gotta
Come
give
on,
LeBron
man.
shit for going back to the Cavs, and you gotta give LeBron shit for going to the Lakers. You can't shit on one and
Absolutely.
not shit on the other one because it's the exact
Absolutely.
same thing. And KD
Yes.
probably don't go to Golden State if LeBron don't ever go to Miami.
You're exactly right. So, and then they're trying to throw in, well, LeBron went to a loser team, KD went to the 72 team. Well, LeBron actually didn't go to a losing team. He made sure it was a
Right.
winning team before he
Mhm.
joined it. So, putting
Yep.
together three guys that are going to be Hall of Famers isn't going to be a losing team, bro. So,
Nope.
say what you want. He couldn't get his ass past Boston when they had a great team. They got upset by
Mm-mm.
Orlando. So
Yep.
I don't want to hear it, man. Just
I don't yeah, I'm right there with you.
I think it takes all this bashing and trying to talk about stats takes away from other incredible basketball players. So
Yes.
you're
Yes.
you're bashing these guys, but you're not taking the time to give like this season of NBA, there is a ton of talent, man. Like
It really
there's
is.
I mean, there's so many good basketball right now, and everybody just wants to talk about the shit. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
man, Stephen Castle. I didn't
Yes.
watch him a lot, but his transformation and the way he's playing now, bro, how is he not being talked about? You know,
Right.
it took forever for him to start talking about Cade Cunningham. It's just
Yeah, it did.
yeah, so I'm like, man, again, paid narratives that I hate because I wish you would just I want the 90s ESPN. I want the love of the
Right.
players. I want when a player has a bad night, stop shitting on him and say he had a tough night. It's 82 damn
Right.
games, man. You're not going to play well for 82. You know how hard that is?
No, yeah, nobody is.
Yeah, it
Nobody is. Yeah,
man.
and
You're
and
playing
they're
against
human, man. There ain't no telling what they got going on in their lives, man. I mean,
exactly.
shit. Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
Anthony Edwards might have child support on his brain, so he
Come
might not
on,
be able to go out and give you 35 that night. You know what I'm saying?
right.
He might have some shit going on, and you know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be something but
Life
it's like you
doesn't
said, man.
yes. Life don't stop because you made a lot of money, man. It still happens.
Shit, no. Shit, no. You right. Speaking of shit, so what were your thoughts on Bam Adebayo's 83-point game?
And man, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a I I'm a guy that likes organic. I like organic.
Right. Okay. All right. Yes.
Things that happen organically. That was just it. okay, I can go back on Kobe's 83 and actually enjoy that basketball game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you can go back and
Yeah.
look at I
It
mean,
was a
his
game.
81, you can because that was a hell of a basketball game. I don't wanna
Yes, it
watch
was.
I don't wanna watch somebody fouling and trying that the other team's helping, bro. How are we loving this?
Right.
Like
That's what I that was my only beef. And I know folks was like, "You're a Kobe guy, so of course you're gonna hate it." Well, I'm gonna be
no,
honest. Yeah, of course. I don't want to see nobody pass Kobe's game, but
right?
not like that.
Not
You know what I'm
like
saying?
that.
If it had been organic and something and just a regular with regular gameplay, it's a whole lot easier to accept. It's a whole lot
Yes.
easier to give that man
Yes.
his respect and say, "Shit, he balled out. He got my dude. I hate it. I don't like it, but he balled
Yes.
out."
Yes.
Doing it like this, man, that shit's gonna make motherfuckers bitter, man. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? And
yes.
then he wants to crack jokes about that shit not being ethical basketball and whatnot. I'm like, motherfucker, man,
Hold
you
on, man. Yeah. He needs to stop
ugh,
mentioning it. He doesn't need to mention it.
yes,
He doesn't need to
yeah,
mention it. He needs to let that ride and let it move
yeah,
on. It's like when KD passed MJ, did that hurt me?
right,
That
right.
stung, but at the end of the day, it was organic. He deserved it. He earned
Mhm.
it.
Yes.
This that 83 was man, listen, I know people are gonna say, I get it. It is hard as hell to score 83.
Yes, yes.
And you're exactly right. That's why you don't get the other team to help you to do it. Do that shit for
Right.
real,
Okay.
and I'll
Yeah.
respect it. You know what I mean? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Nah, I wasn't a fan. I
Not
wasn't a
yet.
fan, and I'm not even a Kobe guy. You know that. I wasn't a Kobe guy at all for
Right. Oh,
years.
I know.
Yes, yeah, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah.
So for me not to even be like, if somebody had done it organically, I would have called your ass. I'd be like, "Oh, did you see that?" but but
Yeah,
but
exactly.
was that? I was like, that's trash. Yeah, that's
Oh,
trash. Yeah.
dog. I remember I was watching it on my phone. I couldn't watch the game, but I was watching, like, the game cast on the ESPN app, and it just kept coming up, "Foul, Bam Adebayo to the free throw line, foul, Bam Adebayo to." I was like, "What the fuck are they doing, man?" I was like, "What is going on?" I
Speaking of AI, man, I've been using it. I've been deep diving it for business, but I just made my first digital
Right.
twin. Hey,
Okay.
bro, that is wicked. That stuff is wicked.
Yeah.
Like,
So who you
I'm
which one are you using?
Hey Jen.
Hey, Jen. Okay.
Mhm.
Alright.
Hey Jen, it makes a digital twin of me. So because I'm running out of time to be able to continue to make video after video.
I
So
hear you, man.
yeah, so now
I hear you.
it made dude looks just like me, man. Sounds like me. And
Right.
I was like, man, this is so crazy because now in the future
It really
I'm gonna
is.
be I'm gonna be part of some conspiracy. They're gonna use my face. I just know I'm gonna be this
Oh,
is the
shoot.
guy that did it.
Yeah. Yeah,
This is you.
I don't know, I got mixed emotions, I guess, so to say.
What's
Uh-oh.
that again?
I got mixed emotions when it comes to AI.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
I understand its purpose, and I know it's going to be super helpful, super convenient. I also understand what it's doing to the earth. I also understand, what it's gonna do to our water, how it's using up all the water, the data centers and all that. So,
Wow.
like, but I'm not gonna front, man. I ain't gonna act like I don't use it because I definitely use it. It's in like I mentioned, it's in my program here. I use it
Yeah.
to help me get my
Yeah.
descriptions, to help me get my captions. I use
Yes.
it for all kinds of stuff,
Yes.
and I know I ain't even scratched the surface of what all it can do, and it's just one of the things where it's like, "Man, damn, should I be doing this?" And then you can't help it, you start doing it, man.
It's
Can't
because
help it.
we're 90s baby, bro. We've
Yeah, you're
seen
right.
we saw war games. We saw all
Yep,
the Terminators.
yep.
It's like we've seen
RoboCop, all that shit.
bro, all of it, man. We've seen AI be around forever. And now that it's here, it's like, man, this actually came
Yeah.
true. So I
Yeah,
don't
shit,
know,
yeah.
man.
Shit, yeah.
I I, I use it
Yeah.
for
Yeah, I
so
was
much now.
I was traumatized by all the movies because when AI came out, I was like, "They gonna kill us, right? They gonna kill us. The robots are gonna take over and they're gonna kill us. It's gonna be like Ultron. They're gonna take over the internet." You know what I'm saying? we're gonna have to call Captain America and Iron Man to come save us. That's like motherfuckers is opening up the wrong doors.
It's a wrap, man. We're opening up the wrong doors, man. It's a wrap, bro. Because one day I'm gonna
Oh
type
yeah.
in something. I'm telling you, I'm gonna type in something. It's gonna type back, be like, "Nah, I don't feel like it today. I'm good. You,
Right.
you, you, you get it done. You got it." I'm like, ah, here we go. It's over. Oh man.
Yeah. Shit, yeah. But, it's one of them things where it's like, you have to use it to keep up with society. So,
Oh yeah, yeah,
well,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
another thing about us '90s folks. We've always been good at adapting, whether we want to do it or not. One thing we can do is adapt and figure out how we got to move appropriately going forward, man. And
Well,
that's just a sign of our generation, man.
yes, man. We are such a it's so funny. I don't want to deep dive into this, but we're such a we don't give a shit era. Like
Yes.
we didn't make a big deal out of a lot of shit, bro. Like Boy George couldn't have an album today. You know what I mean? Like w-
Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
Twisted,
You're right.
Twisted Sister couldn't come out today. But
Yeah.
but we didn't care. We didn't care, bro. But now it's bro, the one thing, and I know this is off topic, but the one thing that I hate about this era is comedy. They yank comedy away. And
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and people don't realize that comedy has always been closely attached to tragedy. It's always been that way. And that's how you dealt with tragedy is to, you brought a light to it of some way to Richard Pryor made an entire stand-up on his tragedy in life.
Yeah.
So so it was
Yeah. I
like
mean, that's real
that's
talk.
but we don't they yank comedy away, man. You can't make fun of anything. Anything
Nah.
you laugh at, you're shaming. And I'm like,
Right. Right. Right.
I'm I'm not shaming, man. That was funny. Like
It's just funny. It's just funny. It might be wrong, it might be dark, but it was funny, man.
and it was
Can't
funny,
laugh
man.
a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yes.
The Chappelle Show, I'm so glad that we had an opportunity to see the Chappelle
Oh,
Show because like
yes.
you said, the Chappelle Show would not last nowadays. Boondocks? No, Boondocks would they air one episode, they can air the garden party, and that shit would be gone. We wouldn't even
And
get to
they
the R.
go
Kelly episode.
You would
You know
have
what I'm
never
saying?
made it to the Martin Luther King, the R. Kelly
You know
episode.
what
We'd
I'm saying?
never seen it. We would have never,
Yeah.
no, Gangstalicious. We would have never known him. So come
Yeah,
on,
oh yeah,
man.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're
So
right, man. It's funny how it ended up like that, and I don't.
yes,
It's hard to put a finger on how we got there, man. But I don't know. I'm
it's
like you, man.
I
So
man,
much has changed.
I used to put on Facebook all the time that I hate that you guys use the word hate for opinions. I that we
Yes, yes,
we
yes,
we
yes.
we got to a point where if you had an opinion on something, you were hating on them, and it was just nothing
Right.
more than opinion. And so once that happened, now we're literally at a point where if you have an opinion, if you put an opinion on X, you're an
Yeah,
ass, you're dumb, and it's
yeah,
like, bro, it's just an opinion. Like I was just writing an opinion, but that's where we are, man. And you gotta
yeah,
be careful about everything. And I'm like, that's hard for me because I'm a comedy guy. Like
yeah. Oh yeah,
everything I see, I turn like it doesn't matter what it is. In my head, it does everything it can to turn it into comedy. And
yeah, yeah.
that's
And ladies and gentlemen, I can attest to that because when we were seniors in high school, I
God.
jumped off the diving board and landed on my ear and busted my eardrum, and I
Oh my
couldn't
God.
hear out of one ear for a little bit. But when I came up, I could hear Mitchell laughing. I'll tell you that right now. So when he says he can turn a tragedy into comedy, it's no bullshit. Because I
Oh,
was
man.
temporarily deaf, but I could hear that motherfucker laughing at me.
Man, the picture in my head, man. The picture in my head, it was the body. It was the way.
Uh, I can only imagine how it looked. I know it looked crazy because I know
Oh,
I
it
was
looked.
me there like, oh
Oh
fuck, this
man.
ain't gonna end good.
I was you
Oh
everything
yeah,
about me.
yeah, oh yeah.
Everything about trust me, man. Trust me. Even though I was laughing, everything about me was hoping you was okay.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. I remember like, "Shit, I can't
Yeah.
hear. I can't
Oh,
hear.
yes.
What's wrong? I can't hear."
You talking about you can't hear it, we talking about, "I can't believe you're alive." Like,
Oh, shit.
your
Oh,
hearing should be
shit.
the
Oh,
least of your problems right now.
man. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah,
Oh,
I will
man.
never forget that as long as
Oh,
I
man.
live, man, as long as I
Now
live.
mine was me having all the confidence in the world at that point and thinking that I could just do anything, and I was cutting my own
Right?
hair, and that's what I told you. I was like, "Hey, man." You was like, "Hey, I need a haircut." And I was like, "Yeah, come on over, I got you."
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Yes, man, I'm so sorry about that, bro. I thought I could
I
do
remember
anything."
that.
Yeah, man,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't say that.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, and I was the willing guinea pig. "Go ahead, dog. Do what you gotta do."
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yes, you was completely cool with it. You was like, "Man, go ahead." I ain't never cut nobody's hair, but you was like, "Man, go ahead." And then but you left. You never said nothing about it, bro. You just let it
Nah.
ride. You let it ride. You
Yes,
said,
yeah.
"Alright, man, he ain't never cut it again, but that's
Yeah.
alright."
Hey, hey, and you know why? So, my dad used to cut my hair. So, shit,
Oh,
there wasn't nothing you could do that was gonna hurt my feelings. Cause dad would cut my hair and he couldn't fade nothing out. He best he could do is give me a hairline, he might be able to
yeah.
even it up on top, but he
Oh,
was
man.
no Junior Carpenter, man, you know what I'm saying? Mm-mm,
Right.
no, shoot, no. So, I was good. I was like, "Hey, it'll grow back, it'll be alright."
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. That's good stuff, bro. But yeah, we've been you had come into school, and we clicked right off the bat as friends. We
Right. Yeah,
and from the outside looking in, we were from 2 different worlds, just from the outside
right.
looking in, you lived in that beautiful home, and, I crossed tracks,
Oh, man,
but
that's my favorite house too, man. I love that house. I miss
oh,
that
my
motherfucker,
man,
man.
dude,
That house is love.
I ran
That
out
house
of
is love.
gas coming to your party. I don't know if you ever remember that. I ran out
Well,
of gas.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, I
Only
ran out of gas.
I had one, it was in the summertime, if I ain't mistaken, if that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yes, you had a party, man, and I forgot who I was dating or whatever, but we ran out of gas in Bit Tree right over by the house, and
Okay,
I just left it there, and we partied, had a good old time, and,
right.
I think Lehman or Cornell or somebody, gave me a ride to get gas. It's crazy
Okay,
stuff, man.
alright.
Yeah,
Shit, oh,
we had
yeah.
yeah, man.
Man, shit.
Good times, man.
Oh, yeah, we had some good times back in the day, man. We had some real
Yeah,
good times, man. I
yeah,
can't even front, man.
yeah,
Can't
yeah,
even front. We had fun in school, we had fun outside of school, we had
yeah,
fun,
man.
after we graduated, man. Just
Yeah,
good times, good memories, man, and I ain't even gonna
yeah,
front, man. I know I ain't seen you since the reunion, but, man, the reunion, that was a good fucking weekend, man. I had a real good time, and I know I didn't go to any other ones, but, man, just getting together with me, you, and Lehman, man, that was just such a good time,
yes.
man.
That was a
Hanging out with
blast,
everybody
man.
else, man, that was a
Yeah,
fun weekend, man.
yeah,
Bowling
man.
Green did it right that weekend.
They did, man. Everybody had a great time, and I hadn't seen Lehman in so long, and tell you
Right?
what was impressive, he still looked like he could go play a football game. I was like,
Oh, don't
"God
he though?
dang,
You know what
man."
I'm saying?
So, but yeah, that was a beautiful time. If that was our last time together as a group, then I'm fine with that because we all
Right,
ended
right,
on a high
right,
note.
right.
You know what
You
I
already
mean?
know.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so but, uh but golly, just thinking of high school, Coach Simpson, Coach Ellison, just
Oh,
just the
yeah.
whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
Lot of good memories, man, a lot of good memories. So who would be your favorite coach? Was Coach Simpson would he be your favorite coach out of all the coaches you've had from high school, junior college, college? Which coach out there is the one that,
hey,
probably sticks with you the most at this point?
man, I'm not gonna lie, I would say, it would be it's a it's tough because each one had incredible value, and they were
Okay.
different. Like, Coach Simpson was, accountability coach. Like, he really
Mhm.
held you accountable for everything you did, on and off the court. Um, he was more of a defensive guy. Coach Smith was my junior college coach. Um, he taught me more discipline and how to be a better basketball player. He really,
Okay.
and he gave me restrictions on my game that helped my game. Like, a lot of people don't know this, but in the half court, when it came my junior college year, I only had 2 dribbles to score. Coach said, if you take any more dribbles, I'm gonna yank you out the game. You got 2 dribbles to score.
Man.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I went from one summer game of me playing my way and having about 10 points my sophomore year to the next game following his rule. I had 42 points
Damn.
because,
Okay.
yeah, in a summer game. And that was because he explained that the explosion, you have a first step. Your next dribble should just be
Right.
attacking a second defender if you need to. So if you can, you
Okay.
don't need that. Come that third and fourth dribble, you're looking at a turnover. So, so that right there changed everything. Coach Ham
Right.
was a Coach Ham was a player's coach. He loved his players. Like,
Right.
it was not. The win was good, but you growing as a man, as a person, that was more important to him than anything. Uh, we didn't
Alright. And we're talking
and
about Leonard Hamilton, right?
Yeah, Leonard Hamilton, when he was at University of Miami, then he just retired from, Florida State. It just
Right,
an
right, right.
incredible man, incredible coach. You know, man, it's kinda hard to talk about in a way. He helped me, deal with some things that, um, in that era, you didn't know how to really deal with, and he was
Right. Oh,
able
yeah.
yeah, he was able to kinda be like, "Okay, you may have this issue. Let's get you, help." And that led to me ended up transferring because I told him, me and him had talked over and over is that it's too much. Like, everything's too
Right.
much. It's all too much. I
Right.
just can't, I can't mentally do it anymore. And that's when I kind of checked out of basketball, even though I went to Georgetown. Um,
Mhm.
Coach Reed, Coach Reed at Georgetown, he showed me strength. He really
Okay.
showed me something he was sick throughout the year, and we didn't know it, like, none of the players knew it. I believe he had
Right.
some form of cancer, but
Damn.
I walked into the gym one time, and in the Georgetown gym, you gotta walk up these narrow stairs to get to the gym, and he had gotten halfway there, and I saw him struggling, and I was like, "Hey, Coach Reed, you alright, man?" And he was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm good, I got it." And, he kept on walking, finally got up the stairs. Well, come at the end of the season, when we went to the NJCAA tournament, he couldn't go.
Mhm.
He had to be hospitalized. And
Damn.
that's when the coach told us, Coach Happy had told us everything that was going on with him. And
Mhm.
I thought that was incredible for that guy to show up every day for us in practice, summer workouts, fall workouts, um, conditioning. He's always there to do that
Right.
throughout, and he was suffering inside. Like, I I I always took that as incredible strength, and I'll never forget that
Gotcha.
about Coach Reed. He had passed away, but my God, that right there alone was just incredible. That was incredible.
I got you. Huh.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you guys won it all at Georgetown, right?
No, they won it the next year. We got beaten the
Okay.
championship. Yeah, yeah, we got
Okay.
beaten the cha
That's what it was.
Happy had the coach, man. I don't know if you remember, we had Jermaine Brown.
Yeah, I remember
Or
him.
yeah, yeah, Mr. Basketball. Man, he
Yeah,
did
Fairdale, right?
yeah, Fairdale. He hadn't missed a shot the whole game. Second half, Happy started running plays for another player, and we were like, let's get it to Jermaine. But we were stuck
Yeah.
in plays, and by the time we had, as players, we had Shannon Hoskins, our point guard. Shannon got in the huddle, was like,
Right.
"Man, look." Shannon was in the huddle, he was like, "Hey, man, listen, I don't care what Happy called. We're gonna get the ball, Jermaine." So, That's what we did. We started feeding Jermaine, man, and, we
Yeah.
came back. We made it a great game, but we came up short, but I believe they won it, the following season.
Okay. All right.
But they put us in the Hall of
Maybe
Fame.
that's
They
what it
put our
was.
team in the Hall of Fame at Georgetown.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. Yes.
I feel like I vaguely remember watching some of that game or at least keeping up with you at
Mhm.
that point and knowing that you was playing in the championship game. I knew there was
Yeah.
something. I knew there was
Yeah.
something. I couldn't remember exactly what it was, but I knew it was something.
Yeah. 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 Oh,
All
man, it
right.
was
Well,
good. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I wanted to talk a bit about Miami a little bit because I know you had some
Yeah.
experiences when you was playing in Miami as well, on the
Yeah.
court. Uh, like you played against like Ray Allen and Iverson and all them motherfuckers, right?
Hey, man, it was a shock, tell you the truth, because, my first game against a top-notch player was Lawrence Moten against Syracuse.
Okay.
Uh
Poetry and Moses.
yeah, you know what I mean? And we
Yeah, I
and we
remember
didn't
Lawrence.
like it, and I didn't
I
like it.
bet.
I didn't like him at all. I told him he was lazy, and that he all he did was just run the court after they missed. I was like, "Man, you score half your points not playing defense." And he
Right.
said he said, "Yeah, yeah." Now say that again. I do what? Said- so I thought about it. And I was like, "Yeah, all right, whatever, man." But he's like, "Yeah, I do
Uh,
what? Yeah, I score. What's that? I score. Yeah,
yeah,
whatever you're talking
I
about."
score.
Yeah, but
Yes.
they were Allen Iverson, Kerry Kittles, uh, Lawrence Moten, I'm guarding Felipe Lopez.
Damn,
Uh,
I remember him.
yeah, yeah, Ray, and of course, Ray Allen. So, it was like there was some weeks, man, where done you got Iverson, then next week done you got Ray Allen, then next week you got Kerry Kittles, and it's like these are NBA guys, and here you are, they're outside of Iverson, those guys are 6'5". I'm 6 foot with shoes on, bro. So my only thing is they have this interview. I actually have the interview of they said, how do you do it? Like I'll pat myself on the back. I held Ray Allen to one of his worst shooting nights ever in college
Right,
basketball. So,
right,
but the only way you do that, man, is you got to stay with them. It's not about trying to guard him when he gets the ball. You got to guard him before he gets it. He can't get it because if Ray gets it, it's like it become okay. If he
mhm,
doesn't have the ball, I got 100% chance of stopping it. If he
right,
gets
right,
it,
right.
if he gets it, it drops to 10%. so,
Oh,
so
so he's working hard to keep it at 100.
yes, I'm trying to keep it. So Miami was outside of my, just going through some tough times off the court, some new things that I was
Right,
going through. It was incredible. Like that,
right.
playing in Madison Square Garden, the greatest
Oh,
place I've
damn.
ever shot. Yeah, I've never shot a basketball and it looked that good. Like the
Right, I got
background
you.
of it all, coming down the hallway, and they got the big old posters of Ewing and Willis Reed and all the guys from the past. And I don't know if it's a flex now. Uh, we
No,
met
it's a
Bill
flex. It's
Cosby.
a flex.
We well, I'm talking. We met Bill Cosby that night. He watched the Big East
Right.
tournament. You know, s- it was I literally, bro. We was in the locker room after the game. We had lost to Georgetown in the Big East tournament. And my
Right.
guy bumps my friend bumps me and says, "Hey, man, the Jello pudding guy's in the locker room." I said,
The
"What?"
Jello pudding guy.
So I look up. It was Bill Cosby. He congratulates us, tells us that we did a great job. And
Right.
me being who I am, it's comedy, bro. It's comedy.
Yeah.
Right when he left, bro, I got up. I got up and ran outside to catch him so that I could at least shake his hand. Like I did not want him to leave. One of the comedy legends, I was not gonna let him leave without shaking his
Right.
hand. So that was incredible. But the competition in the Big East at that time, bro, it was fierce. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
had to be, yeah, you had to be a man to be able to deal with those guys. But It was playing at that level, coming from a little Bowling Green, Kentucky. Man,
Hey,
that
man, that
was
shit was dope, man. Hey, we were all proud. We were all proud. Shit, it didn't matter what went on. We That was our boy Mitchell out there playing for
yeah,
Miami to the Big
yeah.
East on ESPN, son. It was, hey, I know that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Coming
yeah,
from Bowling
man.
Green,
Yeah,
we don't get those opportunities that often. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah. Oh, and I had
and
to
and
correct
and
the
going
guy. I had to correct
all
the
right.
announcer. The announcer used to announce me from Mount Carmel, Illinois, because they
Ah,
yeah, they would announce where my JUCO was. And
yeah.
and then my first point I ever scored at Miami, he says, "Done gets it done." Right?
Yeah.
For some reason as a kid, I didn't like that. I was like, "Done gets it done." Talking about just say my name. But
Right.
I asked the coach, I told the assistant, like, "Hey, could you tell them that to announce me from Bowling Green, Kentucky? That's my hometown." And because at that time, I wanted I felt like, "Okay, I'm putting Bowling Green, this is my hometown, and all my boys from
Mhm.
High Street, all the guys that I played against to help me get to that level that, were assholes to me at times, but were pushing me, this is for all of
Right.
us. So, announce me from
Mhm.
Bowling Green, Kentucky, and if I coulda got got 'em, I woulda said Bowling Green, High Street native,
Right.
Kentucky,
I hear you.
yeah, yeah, because I was really proud of it, man. I really was. I was happy for myself, but I was happy that Bowling Green was on the map in a little.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, man, we were all proud of you. I wasn't in Bowling Green much after I graduated high school, but you can
Right.
never take one thing anybody from Bowling Green knows. When you graduate from Bowling Green High School and when you from Bowling Green, you cannot take away the pride that we have in our school and for one another.
Yes, yes, it was huge. It was huge. It meant the
Yes.
world to her, because we were really bonded as purples. We really were. So
Yes.
we took pride in that. I was an MJ guy, so I wore my Bowling Green practice shorts under my
Right.
uniform, because he was wearing his North Carolina stuff. So, me trying to be MJ. But no,
Right.
man, that was incredible. Basketball has always been incredible. It's been an incredible part of my life.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say this. Uh, I always knew you were good. And I always knew you were really good. But I
Mm.
always remember the one time that we played one-on-one,
Yeah, I
and the
still
rules
remember
were
that. Yeah.
do you remember that?
No, I can't remember the game, but you said that, and I was like, "Man, I don't."
So it was one of the times when we had again, another swimming class moment, when we didn't go to the pool and they let us go to the gym because they
Yeah,
would do
yeah,
that from time to time, and so we went
yeah.
to the gym, and you were like, "Man, let's play one-on-one." I was like, "Man, I'm not playing you one-on-one, man. Come on, man, knock that bullshit off. You know I'm not getting ready to play you. So we can shoot around, but I'm not gonna play you." And you said,
Right.
"Look, man, we'll do it like this. We'll play the 12 by 1." Said, "We'll both start at 0. I'll go to -12, and then you just go to 12." And I was like, "Huh, so he's gonna go backwards, I'm gonna go forward." I was like, "Alright."
So I gotta
I
go
was like, "Fuck it,
backwards
let."
to -12 and then go
Yeah,
all the
you
way
went to
to 12.
-12, then back to 0, then to 12. Yes.
That's
Yeah, so
awesome.
basically it was like 36 to 12. But anyway, I got up like, 8 to 2, some shit like that. You was bullshitting around, just letting me have my little fun or whatnot. I was,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I'm getting ready to win this shit, son. I'm getting ready to beat Mitchell. I'm getting ready to tell the whole school I beat Mitchell, son." And I wasn't gonna tell nobody the
yeah,
rules, but I was just gonna say, "Hey, I beat Mitchell."
right.
Man, this motherfucker posts up between the free throw line and the top of the key, back when mid-range jumpers were cool. You know what
Yes,
I'm saying?
yes,
And
yes.
and when I say I got to 8 and he started playing, he really didn't play. He just sat up there and hit that mid-range jumper. He was doing me like Victor does, folks. I couldn't block it. It didn't matter what I did. I couldn't block it. I couldn't jump higher
Right,
than him. My arms weren't as
right.
long as his. I mean, we're talking about a D1 athlete, people. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
I peaked when I was 12. You know what I'm saying? My athletic peak when I was 12.
Gosh.
After that, that shit was a
Oh,
wrap. But anyway,
oh.
was one of the most impressive things that I had seen in person because
Wow.
I ain't 'cause I
Thank
played
you.
I played ball, I got a chance to play up at U when I went to UK, I got a chance to play with some of the, championship
Yeah.
team up there, and that was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Heck yeah.
But watching you put on that shooting display was
Wow.
easily one of the more impressive things I've seen when I've been playing basketball because I just knew I was like, I know I can score 4 points before he scores 30, but I could not stop that mid-range jumper. It was crazy, folks. It was crazy.
Man, it
It's one of the things they always say something. You know when you're in the room with a D1 athlete, and that was my come to Jesus. I'm in the room with a D1 athlete right here. That
man,
man
I
put
didn't
on a
know.
show.
I didn't know. Only thing I knew was, I had picked up I was lucky when it comes to players, teammates. I was extremely lucky early. Um,
Right.
my favorite teammate of all time, Tony McFadden. And
Okay.
Tony McFadden's my favorite because of the culture he gave me.
Okay.
I had never in my life. So you're talking about now, this is you're in your freshman year. This is the first time that you're playing no longer with your peers. You're playing with older guys because I made it 2 practices on the freshman team and coach moved me up to varsity. Um, and
Right. Okay.
now I'm in the room with these guys. I had never seen someone work like that. Never in my life.
Okay.
I mean, he was never last in any conditioning drills, always first. He
Mhm.
Every drill we ran, the guy did 110. He didn't goof around in none of it. So seeing that and seeing how good he was on the court and how that translated to the basketball court, I wanted to be that. So the only way I
Right.
felt like I could be Tony was I have to put in the work he puts in. So with
Okay.
something like so that's what he gave me as a player that was something that was invaluable throughout my career is that I only knew one way to be good, and that's how you had to work your ass off. And
Right.
that
Okay.
and Jody Evans was probably right there with him because Jody, a lot of people don't know, he was one of the most confident guys I'd ever been around in my life. Like,
Okay.
his confidence was insane, so before basketball games, sometimes I would be like, "Man, I hope my shot's good. I hope that, hope I'm man, God, I hope I just play well," and he came to me like, he heard it one time, he's like, "Hey, man, you gotta stop doing that. You gotta start thinking like you're gonna play well. Like your shot's gonna be okay. And if your shot's not okay, there's other things to do on the court. Just play basketball, man.
Mhm.
Stop thinking negative."
Right.
So with those two things given to me as a very young player, and I was able to receive them now, they could have I always say, don't give so much credit to the coaches and the trainers and stuff because they'll train 10 kids and just have one success. That's because that one
Mhm.
success received the knowledge and took it in. So I received that and took it in, and that's why as soon as Tony left, I took his number was 20, I took 20. And I just
Gotcha.
everything about my play was, can I outwork Tony McFadden? If I can outwork him, I can be as good as him. And so that
Gotcha.
was one of the biggest things in high school.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So, speaking of high school, if I'm trying to remember, I know you remember better than I do because, of course, you were out there. But
Yeah.
I feel like our senior year, did we lose in district our senior year?
Yeah, we lost first round, Greenwood.
Yeah, because I was thinking, my brain,
Yeah.
we're old, but
We're old.
I remember thinking, I'm not worried about this game. I'm gonna go to the next games, and then we didn't
Yeah.
get there, and I remember being disappointed. I was in myself because I was like, hell, I should have been there. Not that it would have made a
Yeah.
difference, but I should have been there, and I just got complacent because our team. I swear, our team's always been good. Our teams have always
Yeah.
never had any issues
Well
before, man.
well, we had beaten that team both times. We had beaten them by, like, double figures both times. So,
Yeah,
we
oh yeah.
so
And we
and
Bowling
that was
Green,
the
we didn't give a
problem.
fuck about nobody. We better than all y'all
No.
motherfuckers out there. That's how we
Yeah.
roll back here.
Yes. Yeah, like, what the only team that I thought of course, was Franklin. We knew
Right.
that, we
Yeah.
meet them, it's gonna be a game, no matter what.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
that was my problem, that was our downfall, is that I was
Mhm.
thinking myself ahead, And I can remember that game, man. I was very arrogant. Uh, the ref had even talked to me. He said, "Hey, Don, chill it out, man. Calm down, chill it out." Because I was talking all kind of shit that game, and
I bet.
I got in foul trouble early, and I forgot the big kid's name that was killing me down low. He's the one that got me in foul trouble. God, he's a
Mm.
well known basketball player, Greenwood guy. Damn, I can't remember that kid's name. But yeah,
Was he
he was a
tall?
big old
It
kid.
wasn't Chad Guerra, was it?
Nah, it wasn't Chad. Mm-mm. I can't remember the kid's
Who
name.
was the kid there? I can't either, man.
He was a freshman for him. Um,
Hmm,
and
damn.
actually I shouldn't have been guarding him. We we should have put someone like, Russell Westbrook or Big V in to guard him. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, yeah,
no, they
yeah.
had me guarded. Yes, but yeah, we got upset. And and it hurts, man, because if we have Reggie and we have Scott Roach and
Mhm.
that's my senior year, that I feel I'm not gonna be like some of these teams and say, "Oh yeah, we would have ran through." No, that's a competitive team. Now
Yes.
we're extremely competitive in the region. But when you got, you know, if I don't show up, which I didn't that night, then we're in trouble because the only other player we really had that was consistent was Willard. Kevin Willard
Right,
was phenomenal for us. But
right,
Cornell was streaky, Wayne was a
right.
freshman. We had Big Brad
Mhm.
Caffey, which he was kind of streaky as well. But at the end of the
Right.
day, man, Scott and Reggie and those guys, they came out, they played a great game. They had a great coach, rest in peace, the coach. And they did a phenomenal job of just kicking our butts. And Coach Simpson being Coach Simpson after the game, we get in the locker room, he said,
Man.
hell, I don't know what you cry for. Let's get dressed, get the hell out of here. I was
I
like,
know he
damn.
said something crazy.
Yeah, man. Coach
That's what
was
I get. That's what I get after 4 years, huh? Get your shit and get
after
out,
4
huh?
years, man. After 4 years, that's what I get. But that was a rocky season for me and Coach Simpson from the beginning.
Okay.
That was actually our toughest season together because I had played football. And
Yeah.
yeah, and he was really against that. And when I'd hurt my knee, I don't know if you know that. Remember that? I had hurt my knee and people thought I was done. When I came back, Coach, here's a secret. When I came back, Coach Simpson actually kicked me off the team. We got into an
Damn.
argument. Yeah, we got into an argument early in the season. First practice I was back because
They
I had my
kicked
knee
you off the
brace on.
team?
Yeah, he told me go home, don't come back. Yeah.
Damn.
He says, yeah, because I wouldn't take my knee brace off. You don't need that knee brace. I said, nah, I need it, coach. He was like, you don't take that knee brace off. I said, coach, they said I need it for at least a month. Man, he said, go home, don't come back. I went home.
Damn.
I stayed there, man. I was like, damn, this is how my senior year ends. Like
Damn.
I've busted my ass all this time, and this is what happens. But no,
Right.
we talked, and he caught me at the school, and we talked, and I just told him that I gotta have it, and he explained his thing was I don't want it to mentally make you feel like you have restrictions. Like I don't want you to go out there playing afraid of getting hurt
Right, right,
again.
right. I get that.
And so I got that. I get what he was coming from. But I was like, Coach, we could have really talked about that before you sent me home. He said, well, hell, you were talking back
Right.
to me.
You know
Hell,
what
I
I'm
could
saying?
have all the kids see and you talk back to me. I was like, you know what? You're right. You couldn't have all those kids because, Coach Simpson was a culture builder. I don't know how it ended.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
around. But his thing is that what you do is what the junior, sophomore, and freshman see. So,
I
you
mean, that's
can't,
true.
and it's true. You can't have a culture where if I'm talking back to the coach and saying what I want to say, now the junior, sophomore, and freshman think they can do it, and you got a shit culture. But
Yeah.
no, but
Hmm.
no, we talked, man, and like we laughed about it. Coach Elson was there, after practice. When I came back to practice, Coach Elson had to come on over. Hell, guys, we got us a new player. Uh, you know, giving me the shit. But it was good
Oh,
stuff,
shit.
man. Me and Coach Sim
Oh, man.
and those guys came to junior college games. Coach Simpson and Ellison and
Okay.
Mr. Shelby. Yeah, they would come to JUCO games, man. Cause I'd pick on Coach Simpson for that moment. I picked on
Right.
him. I told them, I said, hey, look, they tickets are here, but don't give Coach Simpson his ticket until he offers to pay for it. Let him get upset.
Right.
And they was like, oh, Mitchell, we can't do that. I was like, trust me, he's all right. He's all right. Man, he walked into that gym and he was looking right at me. I was like, yeah, man. Yeah, man. You will kick your boy off the team? Come on, man.
Right.
Nothing against those
Oh,
guys, but
man.
y'all would win in 10 games. But that pissed me off too. We had a reporter that year that said we'd win 10 games without Jody, Benjamin, and
Yeah.
Candy. Yeah. I
Yeah.
wrote him a letter after each win.
As you should. As you should.
Well, yeah, man.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
stuff.
That's good stuff, though. And that highlights, I think, the difference in coaching back then compared to nowadays. I think nowadays you have to coach a lot softer than what they used to coach back in the days. Like, hell, I think about my little league coaches. Like, my little league coaches were hardcore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was
Oh, yeah.
it
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
it was a very structured practice at a very early age. Nowadays, man, it's
Absolutely.
it's it's not like that at all. But it's just different times, man. But it's funny. I can't imagine a high school coach nowadays getting away with kicking off a kid on the team because he didn't want to take off a knee brace. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, the kid would have that shit recorded on the phone. He'd go home, tell mom and dad. Next thing you know, that coach is out of a job.
He goes out his job. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's coaching is a tricky navigation today. And I learned that with Unsel, one of the greatest coaches I've ever been around in my life.
Right, right.
He taught me so much about how to navigate, coaching today because you
Okay.
can't do the old school stuff. His
No.
approach
Mm-mm.
his approach is really nice though, man. It's like he doesn't coach during the summer. Like he won't coach. He'll let his assistants do all the coaching. And
Okay.
so he's coaching, but he's not doing anything vocal. His coaching during the summer is learning the kid. And that's
Okay.
the entire process is how does the kid react to the coach? How does he react in tough moments? How does he react when things are good for him or bad for him? That's his entire thing is that he's watching the kid now come the season time when he's starting to get into it, he knows how to approach the child. It's like you can't coach
Gotcha.
them all the same. Now he knows, now
Right.
it's
You're
like,
right.
okay, this is what he would do when coach did this. Now that I've seen that, I've practiced and I know a way to be able to talk to him without getting that reaction that he gave so that we can keep him
Gotcha. Okay.
involved and yeah, it's man, I told him, I said, bro, the most beautiful thing about your coaching is the kids.
Mm-hmm.
He had a kid, this kid doesn't know this, I hope this kid sees this video. He had a kid that he really went at during a halftime of a game. I mean, he went at him and the kid went back at him. The kid said, nah, that's
Okay.
not true. And he was like, nah, that's not true. And the kid wasn't rude. He was just telling him what he was saying about him was wrong. Now,
Mm-hmm.
later on, we're getting ready for region and everything, and me and Unc sitting there talking. I was like, man, he was tough on old boy. He was like, Mitchell, I loved it. I loved it. He finally stuck up for his fucking self.
Right.
Finally stuck up for himself. He finally, was brave enough to get out of his shell and tell me that I was wrong. Now we're
Mm-hmm.
ready for now. He'll be ready for region. He'll be able to accomplish. And I'll be darned, bro, if he isn't one of the guys that hits one of the biggest shots for us in the regional
Right.
tournament. So I was like, that's coaching. That's
Right.
really coaching. That's another level of coaching to me versus, yeah, everybody in the stands can do X and O's. Everybody knows X and O's. But if you well, not everybody, but if you think you can but if you
You're
think
right.
you can get on the sideline or be in a practice and be able to translate what you're trying to get done to a kid. You just think you can just tell them, hey, you need to do this, and they're just going to do it. Then you don't know how to coach, or you don't have kids, because you can tell your
Hmm.
kid if you're trash, and you might have to tell them 3 or 4 times, and then I find some of these guys that win these racing competitions. They run long distance in the neighborhood. I just have my son run
Yeah.
with them if he don't want to listen to me. I say, look, you
Right.
gotta go practice with them. But yeah, man. So that's the main thing is the way Will coaches now, the way Coach Until coaches, it's a philosophy that works. And it works, it
Right.
doesn't work for them. It doesn't work for just Central. It doesn't work for just Warren Central. It works for the kid long term. And that's the beauty
Hmm.
of it.
Gotcha.
Long term. That's why he has all those kids come back. And they're the gym is, man, if you were to, hey, Jason, I'm telling you now, if you were to come to Warren Central over the summer, you would see some of the
Uh-huh.
greatest you would see some of the greatest pickup games you've ever seen. There's pro
Right. I got you.
players, there's pro players, college players, and the college guys bring their friends. So
Right.
it's mayhem in there, bro. It's some of the most beautiful thing. I was like, man, for a school to not have much money, and not have a booster club,
Mhm.
uh, not have Bowling
Mhm.
Green swimming pool, they
Right. Right, right,
Unseld
right.
Unseld has done a phenomenal job of keeping that program going and still winning. They just won region just
Mhm.
recently,
Right.
so just this past year. So
Right.
yeah, when it comes to that type
It
of stuff, I love Unsel's coaching.
right, and he's all-time winningest coach at Warren Central now, right? Is that
Yep,
correct? Am I
now,
correct in
yep,
saying
now
that?
he is. Yep, he is. He's the all-time winners coach and tied with Riley in regional wins. Yeah,
Okay. Alright.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
love to
man.
see it. Hey,
So
Will also another class of '92. He wasn't from Bowling Green, but he's still class of '92.
still
Remember what I
class of night.
said? Best class
Yeah,
ever.
yeah. Hey, I tell you this. I made a mistake with Unseld, man. I made such a mistake.
Right.
Coach Smith, my JUCO coach, calls and says, "Hey, do you have any other players that might be good for the team?" I was like, "Heck yeah, I got one in mind right now." He was like, "Okay, you think you can get in
Right.
here?" I was like, "Heck yeah!" So right when I hang up, I call on. I was like, "Hey man, you wanna go school with me?" He was like, I was like, "Hey, we're gonna go on a visit this Saturday." So we go on a visit. Coach sees him, loves him. Man, first game of the season, Utzel's on the floor. I'm sitting over on the
Bam.
bench, and I'm thinking,
Bam.
man, maybe I shouldn't have got him on the team. Got selfish. I was like, man, I made a mistake. He out here playing big minutes, and I'm sitting over here watching games. What is going on, man? Yeah, man. Yeah, but 6'10",
Oh,
can
shit.
shoot, can dribble, can
Right.
pass, can block shots. Man,
Yes, I am.
I gave Coach Smith a whole gold. I didn't even know it. I'm like, man,
Right. Yeah, shit, yeah, man. That's funny. That's funny.
yes.
That's real though, man. That's real.
Oh
That's
man.
real. That's real talk though. That's real emotion all day. So,
Oh yeah, man. Nah, that was my guy. Loved that. That's like my brother. And those were two of the best seasons in my entire life of basketball. If we could have played 4 years at
okay.
Wabash, um, we would have. Like me and Un talk about it all the time because the kids don't understand when you get Division 1, it's a business. It's
Yes.
straight. It's a political business. People don't know that. They think it's still hoorah rah high school. It is not that.
Mm.
Uh, my
Mm-mm.
own roommate, my roommate was reporting everything I did through his parents, so his parents could call coach and tell him anything I was doing, bro. Anything. It was
Damn.
cut. Yeah, oh, it was so cutthroat, man. It was, well, you gotta
Damn.
think. Well, the guy, it's like I told Coach Ham. I said, Coach, you have me roomed with the guy that was starting last year, and I'm starting in his place. Like,
Damn. Yeah.
exactly. So I'm a natural
Yeah,
enemy.
man.
It's not even personal. It's just it's a human nature. He's going to be
Yeah.
he's gonna be upset. So you gotta, we gotta
Mhm.
make some changes. And he did. He made some changes, but oh my God, bro. When I walk in
Man,
there,
that's
it's like, hey,
true.
oh, hey, did you make curfew? Yeah, I made curfew. Are you sure? Yeah, I made curfew. What are you talking about? And it's like that type of stuff, man. So that made it
Mm-mm-mm.
tough. But yeah, if we could have played under Coach Smith for 4 years, I would have did that in a heartbeat.
I hear
I
you.
did.
I hear you.
Yeah.
That's something I never knew. I never knew that, but
Yeah.
shit, I
Yeah.
get
Man,
it. Makes sense.
but we loved each other at Wabash. Like we were real just like at we had our differences at Bowling Greens, few players had differences, but we still loved each other as a group. But our
Right.
JUCO team, man, we did everything together. We had
Gotcha.
cookouts, we did sing-alongs and stuff when we were on the
Right.
bus, we went to each other's homes for Thanksgivings, Christmases. So, I even got a player that he couldn't come to my house no more because because he would get up
Couldn't
late
come
at
to your house
night.
no more?
No, my mom said he couldn't come back because he ate us out the house, bro. I brought home a power forward. Yeah, I brought home one of our
Oh,
power
man.
forwards. Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Big Clint,
Yeah.
man, and he ate out the house, and mom said he can't come back. We can't feed him.
Damn.
But yeah, man,
Damn.
that was the greatest team I was a part of when it comes to just on and off the court. Miami was fun, it
Gotcha.
was great, um, but that was really cutthroat to the point you gotta think, man, I don't even have friends that I got, like, maybe 1 or 2 teammates I talk to on that team.
Yeah.
Uh, and then
Gotcha.
and on Wabash at Georgetown, we got Georgetown, we have a phone group. Like it's just a group. We congratulate each other on things,
Yeah.
our kids and stuff like that. But
Right.
nothing, yeah, but Wabash was the greatest.
Alright. Alright. Yeah. That's good to know. I never knew that. I was always curious about the full experience at Wabash because, where back in the '90s, we didn't have social media, so it's hard to keep up with folks if you weren't you
Right.
weren't talking to them all the time. I mean, shit, it wasn't like it is
Yeah.
now, so, it
Yeah.
had its challenges, and, we had to wait till you got to Miami before we could really follow you and see what was going on and
Yep.
see
Yep.
how you was
Yep.
progressing. So, that's it. That's
No,
that's
people were
that's
shocked.
interesting. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people were
Oh,
shocked.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, when I came home and, they were like, "Man, where are you gonna go to school?" And I was like, "Oh, man, I'm going to University of Miami." "Yeah, right, alright, man. Come on, Doug, stop playing, boy, you stupid." "No, I am. No, I am.
You going to Miami, for
I'm
real.
really going to Miami." "Yeah, that's crazy,
Miami in
dog."
Florida, not
Yeah,
Ohio.
yeah, yeah,
Miami
not
in Florida.
Ohio. I'm
I'm
actually gonna
going.
be in the Big East, you know?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, but Miami was an easy choice. Number 1, I'm a massive Miami Hurricane football fan.
Right, you are,
So,
you are.
yeah, so and then that was one of the stipulations, for me, coming on the visit. I said, "Hey, when I come on a visit, can I go watch, the Hurricanes practice? Because they were doing, spring stuff, I think. And
Yeah.
I got to see a practice, got to meet Warren Sapp, Kennard Lang,
Right,
uh,
right.
Ray Lewis, and, man, dog, it was I I lied to you not. I told them at the practice, I said, "Hey, I can I go ahead and sign? Can I sign today?"
Right.
Like, "No, no, you gotta wait till the signing period and all that good stuff." But yeah, I was done, man. I was done. Once I saw Warren Sapp and Ray Lewis and I was on the football, practice field, I didn't even care what the team
Right.
looked like. I didn't even know
Right, right,
they
right, I got you.
yeah, I had
Yeah.
no clue they were 0-18 in the Big East before I got there.
But they had Warren Sapp.
They had Warren Sapp, dog.
Yeah. Shit, yeah. That's pretty funny, man. That's cool, though. That's
Yeah.
cool. Well, man, probably all I got for today.
Okay. Yeah, man.
We've been rolling for a little bit. Man, Imma have to
Yeah.
get you back on here, man. Hey,
Hey, I was gonna
I plan on
ask. I
doing
was
some
gonna say
NASCAR
if I could come back.
podcast here in
Say
Yeah,
it
oh,
again.
yeah, Imma have to get you on here, man, 'cause, I don't know, man. It's just shit. Time flew. I looked up. It's like, damn, it's already been an hour and something. It's like, shit, we're going on an hour and a half. I had no idea.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
man, hey, always an open invite, man. You are always more than welcome to come on here. Like I said, I plan on doing some NASCAR podcasts here. So man, I
yeah,
had to get you on here
yeah.
so we can talk a little NASCAR and
Heck
give some
yeah,
folks
man.
some shit and whatnot.
Yeah,
But
definitely, definitely, because they don't like us as
yeah,
hey, I don't care what they say. You're not keeping me away from being a fan of
right.
what I'm seeing right there. Like, yes, is this a new sport to me? I don't know anything about it, and I think that's the beauty of MJ is that his
Yeah,
fans are now looking at something we haven't even looked at before. I didn't know the track was this like that curved. Like I didn't know the track
yeah.
slanted like that so much. Like just stuff like that, man. And just seeing MJ
Mhm.
and be and come on, man. We both know he doesn't do a lot of interviews. He's not in the public
No.
a lot. So
Mm-mm.
now with NASCAR, NASCAR forces him to have to be close to fans, and be
Mhm.
out there. And it's like, man, y'all say what you want to, man. I'm about to cheer for Bubba Wallace, Reddick, and the
Right.
whole
Mhm.
23 team. So that's my squad now.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, same here, man. Same here.
Now I gotta ask you,
I've always been a big Bubba guy. Huh?
I want to ask you, how long have you been a NASCAR fan?
So I became a NASCAR fan probably in about 2001, shortly after Dale Earnhardt died. So
Gotcha.
I actually watched that race where he passed away because the wreck wasn't that bad. It was crazy, but I actually for whatever reason I was watching that race and uh
Wow.
I'll always remember that, and I became a fan that year, mainly because I remember when Dale Earnhardt Jr. went back to that track, he won the first time back at that track after his dad died
Yes.
on that track.
Gotcha.
So, I really became a fan then, and I always liked Jeff Gordon. So,
Okay.
I'd say since 2001, I've always been a big NASCAR guy. I've been following it around. And so at
Gotcha.
work, we have a NASCAR league, so to say.
Oh,
And
okay. Okay.
there's about 30 of us that participate in it. So that allows me to keep up with what's going on because I'm trying to win. You know what I'm saying? So and I've been in this league for years, man, for years, and I've never finished in the money. So it becomes that much more of a challenge because it's like shit,
Yeah.
I'm trying to win. But
Yeah, yeah. That
it keeps me engaged in NASCAR, so I'm watching every week.
that's dope. That's dope.
I will take a nap. I'll take a nap. I'll take a nap and during the
Mm,
race, wake up, watch the end,
yeah.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we was talking about last night when we was having our test run. You know,
Yeah.
it can be hard to watch for 3, 4
Oh,
hours,
yeah.
man. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
But you know, at the end of the race, when it picks up, when business gets going, man, it's a lot of fun to watch them, man, because them dudes really don't give a shit, man. They're just doing what they can to win, and I enjoy
Right.
that aspect of it. And then
Right.
it's like you said, there's a science to the race, and watching them dudes trying to figure out the science so they can win,
Yep.
it just fascinates me. And for
That's
somebody
what I
who's
was
got a
yep.
I've always had a lead foot, so I like driving fast, so I like other motherfuckers that drive fast too. It shit just
Yeah.
fascinates me. You know what I'm
That's what I
saying?
was gonna say is figuring out the game. Like I like now I'm trying to figure out the game. It's like I was telling you
Yeah,
last night, like understanding the rubbing and racing and that, this is part of the competition. The pit stops. I'm trying to understand like, okay, who's doing
yeah,
what, and okay, why is it a big deal that they're changing batteries, like all that stuff,
yeah,
just learning the game and that is it hard to watch? Yes, but it's like an all-star game to me. Is come fourth quarter,
yeah.
it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. You know what I mean? It's gonna be
Yes,
a
it
whole
is.
lot of fun.
Yes, it is.
But nah, man,
And you never
it's
know what's
great.
gonna happen.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh,
before you
yeah.
go, I hope your AI edit this in. Listen, the only reason that I give a crap that Duke lost is because they were in my bracket.
Right. Okay, okay. Hey, that's fair, that's fair. As a as a longtime Duke fan, and I know we getting ready to go, but as a
Yeah.
longtime Duke fan,
Yeah.
I saw I saw that loss happening, man. You
Yeah.
can see it coming.
It
You
had
know
a
what I'm
real
saying? They just
feeling
started
to it. Mhm.
yeah, man, when you've been watching the games long, you know as well as I do, man.
Yes.
Sometimes you can just feel it, you can see it take place. It's things we've seen before, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
and
and
I
you can
know a
see the
lot of folks
kids.
are on
Yeah, the
do
kids
what?
kinda were shell shocking a little bit because that's
Yeah.
tough. When you got that type of lead and nothing's really going your way, you're not getting any 50-50 balls, it
Mhm.
starts to kinda like, "Okay." And then even in the last shot, you would think, "Okay, get your hand up," but he was so shell shocked, he was looking at the clock on the other end, hoping the
Yeah.
time was going out, but and
Right.
that was but also, I hate that it happened to my boy, but I don't. But but it was March Madness. It was March Madness at its
Yeah.
greatest. It was
Yeah, it
I
really was.
love yes, I love college basketball. It is some of the most beautiful basketball still around. It really is.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I still I like the NBA more than college. I like the
Gotcha.
entertainment factor of college. I like that a
Gotcha.
lot, but I like the skilled players a lot more. College is a lot more random to me because I feel like in college you like I don't like I you know I'm a Duke fan, so I was watching
Yeah.
Duke all year long. And
Yeah.
my biggest gripe with Duke was after Boozer and Isaiah Evans, there's nobody on offense that you can count on.
True.
And I hated that part because,
You hate
as
that
a team,
part of
they gotta figure out
the
they
Gotcha.
gotta figure out who's gonna be the number 3 option, whereas in the NBA, shit, I already know if I'm watching the Knicks, it's gonna
Yes.
be,
Yeah.
Mikal Bridges or OG Anunoby, and they're still gonna be good, so
Yes.
I can
Yes.
I enjoy that aspect of the NBA a lot more than college basketball,
But that but
but
that's fine
but college basketball,
yes.
I think by far is far more entertaining than the NBA on a regular basis because you just never know what you're gonna get from college basketball.
Yes.
As good as UConn was, that ending to the Duke game, man, I mean, that's something folks are gonna talk about for years, decades,
But
if not. You know
still,
what I'm saying?
I feel everybody letting it pass, but I still think coach shoulda got a tech. I
Oh,
mean
yeah, he shoulda. Yeah, you
I
can't
don't
headbutt a
I
referee.
don't see how he didn't get a
What the
tech.
fuck, man? I don't
How did he do that? Like, I know that everybody's
I
caught
don't
up in
know.
the moment, but that is a clear technical foul, bro. Like,
Ye Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
I saw that the next day, and I was like, "What the fuck are we doing, man?" I was like, "How's he
right?
gonna headbutt the referee after the shot, and ain't nobody gonna say nothing? Referee
And
just gonna
nobody
walk to the
say
clock like
nothing.
ain't nothing happened."
Right.
And
I
then
thought that
then
was
you find out they're
hilarious.
friends in real life and shit and all that other stuff. It's like, man, how oh, that's my boy. We're good.
We
That's my
good.
neighbor. What the fuck?
No,
Yeah,
I don't give
whatever,
a
man.
shit.
Fuck out of here. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Make the
yeah,
call. But
yeah.
but no, that's
They should have called the technical. Because I
yes.
mean, hell, the way the game was going, Duke was gonna miss the free throws anyway. So I mean, shit, they should have just called technical, let them miss the free throws, and go on about our
Right.
business. Because they were
Go on
missing
about
free
your
throws left
business.
and right the whole game too.
Yes. Yes. So I mean, I don't know, man. Just at the end of the day, it's so funny you say the aspect of the skills of the NBA. That's the part about the college that I like is that you have that player that you gotta figure out. Like, okay,
Yeah,
I got 2 scores. I got 3 guys that I don't know what's gonna happen. Now
don't know what's gonna happen.
yeah, yeah, you don't right, you have no idea how well they're gonna score. They're so streaky, you don't know,
Mhm.
but now I gotta try to figure that out. But I guess my whole thing about, you know, the NBA the NBA is sometimes, it's hard for me to watch, sometimes.
Right,
I
right.
love the skill level, people don't even understand that it's off the hinges.
Mm-mm.
Like,
No, uh-uh.
it's like it's so good that you have that will say they don't play defense at all. That's how good they really are. So,
Right.
you know what I mean? So my thing is that it is nothing like seeing the incredible NBA player. Nothing like that at all. But I just love I'm a you don't know him, but I'm a Jesse Lee Wright Jr. fan. Okay. Jesse Lee Wright
Okay,
played for Warren Central, and he
okay,
transferred from Bowling Green. All right.
okay.
This
I got you.
this kid, this kid was complete toughness. Like
Okay.
a regular coach would throw him away and say, he can't give us no points and nothing like that. But he is the X factor for a team.
Right.
I love seeing that player because you won't see him and you're not gonna see that guy in the NBA. You know what I mean? Like
No, you're right.
he
You're right.
you know what I'm saying? Like if he's in college and he's an X factor, he does all the dirty work, he's working hard, busting
Mhm.
his butt. You're not gonna see that guy in the NBA. You know, you're gonna see the
Right, you're
Diane
right.
Williamson guy. Yeah. So, but those are the guys that I like because
Okay,
they
yeah.
remind me of me. Is that I wasn't uber talented. I didn't wasn't 6'6". All I had was I'm gonna give you 110. You know, I'm gonna give you everything I got, coach, you know. So
Mhm.
that's our difference. But man, listen, I can talk all day, but I just want to tell
Yeah,
you,
shit,
man,
yeah.
I just want to tell you thank you so much for having me on, bro. Our friendship
Oh,
goes
I'm glad we
way back.
yeah. Yeah, oh
So
yeah.
and
Yes, it does.
we have been friends and frenemies when it comes to our favorite guys. But
Right.
at the end of the day, we have a complete mutual respect, which is the love of basketball, and that's
Mhm.
where I don't know if you remember that post, but that was when I used to get on you about the fact I was like, well, man, you didn't play, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was getting ready to
Yeah,
say that. I was getting ready to
yeah.
say that.
But now I had to come to understand it's like it didn't matter. Like he has such a love that the love for the sport doesn't, you know, that's what it is. That's what you've got to understand is that, yeah, he didn't play and he may not understand your version of the game, but he loves
Right.
his version. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
yeah,
oh
man.
yeah.
Yeah, but man, this is dope. I hope we can
Oh
do
yeah.
it again, man.
Oh yeah, well, we definitely we definitely will. That's definitely gonna happen, man. I had way too much fun doing this, man. So we definitely gonna have to do it again. But yeah, I was gonna add to that. Uh, that was back when Facebook first came out, and that was back when Facebook was fun. Like when he
Yes.
says we used to go at it, man. We used to go at it,
Oh my
but it was
God.
always but it was always with love, cause that was my
Yes.
boy, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I ain't gonna front.
Yes.
That was the only time you hurt my feelings when you was like, "Man, you ain't play." I was like, "Man, what?" I was like, "Of
Right.
course I didn't play. That don't mean I don't know shit." I was like, "Damn, that's cold-blooded."
Right. Right. And
That
I think
time
that's my
and I'll never forget, we was talking football one time, and I made a sarcastic post. I was like, "Yeah, about Ben Roethlisberger throwing the ball." And you were like, "Man, whatever, man." I was like, "Dog, Mitch, I was just playing." You was like, "Nah, you meant that shit." I was like, "Man, I really didn't, dog. Come on now. That's one of the best passes I've ever seen in my life. I can't talk shit because it was Roethlisberger." It's like, come on, man.
right,
I
man. Yeah.
those are the two things I'll always remember.
Oh
So
man,
I was like,
dude.
shit, I stuck a nerve there. That motherfucker went in on me hard then.
Hey man, listen. I think that sometimes like it's a competition where you get caught up and you want to win. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
just
oh
want to
yeah, yeah.
win. So my defense mechanism was like, all right, well shit, he ain't ever played. Type that shit, done.
Yeah,
You ain't ever
yeah,
played, you know,
yeah,
and at the
yeah.
end of the day, who the hell cares? It didn't matter. You didn't play in the
Right.
NBA, and we're talking about NBA players. So what the hell are you
Yeah,
talking about?
right, yeah. Hell, I was so fucked up, I couldn't even think of that comeback. I was like, "Well, damn, what am I gonna" like, "Damn, I didn't play, so what am I gonna say? Fuck can I say now?" Say, "How he gonna pull out the trump card now?" What the
Yes,
fuck, man?
we've been arguing for 2 years, and now you gonna say this shit?
Like, shit, I don't even know.
Awesome.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
Right, right. But nah, man, I learned to respect people's opinions. The only time that I really held back on someone, which I thought I should have lit up, was the kid that posted on my post that I didn't know ball, and he, you know, the kid at EKU, and
Ah,
I
okay.
was I was gonna light him up, but what I understood was that number one, he had been set up, and I knew he had
Right.
because he didn't know me, and I didn't know him like that. Like,
Mhm.
I'm like, "Okay, you live in Bowling Green, and you don't know that I play basketball, and you're in the school that I played." So
Ah, I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about now. Yeah, 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 yeah. I
yeah,
got you. I got you.
yeah, so I was like, "Okay, someone has been in your ear, and I'm not gonna light you up because that's what they want. They wanna see you get
Yeah.
lit up. You have a
Yeah,
friend of
yeah,
me
yeah.
right now. Yeah, so that was the only time where I really should have went in on somebody and I didn't. I was like, "Yeah,
Right,
I'll
right,
let
right.
this slide. He's just a kid. He's being set up. He don't know. It's just this
Right.
dumbass just told me I don't know basketball." And I was like,
Right,
"Yeah,
right,
man."
right.
I was like, "All right,
Mm.
man. You
Man.
know what? You're right. I don't. Who gives a shit?"
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, shit, yeah. And
Man,
the worst
mm,
part about it, that's just a microcosm of basketball discourse nowadays, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Folks hear something they don't like, first thing they're gonna say is, "You don't know ball." It's like, "Yeah, okay,
yeah.
whatever,
I'm
Josh,
like,
whatever."
I'm like, bro, just because I don't agree with you, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I just don't
Yeah,
agree with you. Why can't we just say that,
yeah.
okay, you see it this way, I see just like a basketball game. You're gonna see a foul,
Right.
and there's another whole half of the freaking gym that doesn't see a foul. So what are
Right.
we talking about, bro? It's just an opinion. Oh, it's
Yeah.
different world, brother. Different world.
Right. It really is, man, it really is. And
I'm
and
gonna have to
and
get
like
my
the Gen
beard
Xers
like
we are,
yours.
this is all I got. Cause man, I got George Jefferson going on up here, man. When I say I got a cul-de-sac, it is a cul-de-sac, son. It's like, shit, I gotta shave that shit.
Ain't say he had a cul-de-sac, bro.
No, I do, bro, it's bad.
I've
Oh,
never
it's
heard
bad,
that.
man, it's bad.
Oh,
Man,
man.
I ain't had a hairline in 15 years, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man. And so
Oh, shit.
that's well, I still got my hair, it's still flowing,
Yeah.
man. It's still
Yeah,
flowing.
yeah, shit looks nice. I'm over here jealous as a motherfucker, man. Like, look at this, man, fresh hairline and shit. Motherfucker think he cute.
Sometimes the only person that calls me handsome is me. That's the only person that calls
Hey, ain't
now
nothing
I'm
wrong with that.
Now I'm just Mr. Dunn to everybody or coach, just an old man walking around, man. I give the kids all
Yeah,
kind of
man,
shit.
shit, yeah. Hey, if you
Well,
can't love yourself, who can you love? You know what I'm saying? That's the way I see it.
man, that's one thing I am proud of is that my parents did an incredible job of having me love me. Through
Yes, yes.
a lot of tough times. That's what got me through was I just have an unbelievable confidence in me. I love me.
Mhm.
I've failed at hell business after business, but now I got one that's really rolling. So it's like,
Yes, sir.
so you keep going, man, because all you got is you and God, man. You just keep rolling with it, you know.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the
If Dad's
grind
gonna
don't
wake
stop.
me up that morning, I'm gonna go ahead and roll with it.
Right.
You
You
know?
already know. Oh,
But
yeah.
man,
But, yeah, that's all we
alright, bro.
got for today, ladies and gentlemen. Uh like I said, look forward to some more episodes coming out. I'm gonna have a little bit more time coming up, so I plan on spitting some more shit out. And you best believe I will have my guy, the dude, Mitchell Dunn, back up on here very soon for all of y'all. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching Jason's Jewels. I will catch y'all on the rebound. Peace.